Special video teaching you how to orienteer. Got a budding volunteer here, Mr. Hardman.
Hello.
I bet you're excited about this, aren't you?
I'm looking forward to another one of our videos, maybe our last video together, so it's a little bit sad.
It could be our last video together, it could be sad. Of course, we might get some fleeting visits that come back at some point, sure. To come.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
You never know. Never say never, as I always say in this world. But anyway, so let's talk about the orienteering. So what is orienteering? Well, basically orienteering is getting from A to B to C to D as quick as you possibly can from reading one of these, a map. Now, to do our orienteering challenge, you need probably a smartphone. Mr. Hardman's got one of those already. He's going to show you his smartphone now. Look at that. And you need to download an app called Orienteering. Now, if you haven't got the app, not a problem, because we can do it all by letters that you'll find. But Mr. Hardman will load up his Orienteering app, which you'll click on there, and you'll see it looks like that sort of screen there. Look at that screen there. Now, what Mr. Hardman will do, because he's going to take part in this first course, is when you go to your Orienteering course, you'll see one of these cards here. Got a little QR code on it, and that says, for example, course 1. Mr. Hardman will scan that QR code. I'll hold that there. So, oh, this is interesting, Mr. Hardman. I'll hold it there while you scan me.
So, when you open that, this is the first time I've looked at it. So you got 3 options: scan, result, and help. So, obviously, I'm going to use a bit of common sense. Scan.
I'm holding the QR code for you.
And QR code, so your camera comes up, and you go down. Okay. So it has now picked it up, and it gives me some instructions. Linear course. This is a linear point-to-point course. The aim is to visit the controls, which we'll explain a little bit later, in the given order as quickly as you can or wish. The course should be completed within the time limit above. Obviously, we set an hour. You should all smash that time because you should be running around as quickly as possible.
You can walk, you can jog, you can take it at your own pace, but obviously there are some prizes on offer for the winner as well. Mr. Hardman's provided. He likes a sweet tooth, Mr. Hardman does. But before we get started now, let's take a look at the map and see what you'll see on your map. Let's take a look at Mr. Hardman's orienteering map in more detail. As you can see, it's got a special orienteering map that we've drawn. This is not actually exactly to scale. It's a bit of an attempt that we've made. But you can see the outline, and you've got to try and work out where you are on the map and what the landforms are and the different features are. Now, you're probably looking for the start. And let's zoom in a little bit more. The start is always where the triangle is. So you find the triangle, that'll be your starting point. Look around the different area that you're in and try and work out what landmarks are near to you where you are on the map. And of course, what you're aiming to do is to move to the different controls. Now the controls are the circles and numbers, and you need to do them in order. So control 1, you need to get to control 2, control 3, to control 4, and to control 5. Now if you notice there's a line of sight or a straight line, now you necessarily cannot travel in that direction. Look at the fences, for example, on the area where the tennis courts are. You can't go to the fence, so you've got to work out how you get to point 2 without running to a fence. That's the shortest possible way, the line of sight, or as the crow flies. Now of course, this is exactly what it comes down to with a choice. You could possibly do different choices of route. So there's one choice, and going from 2 to 3. And there's another choice going 2 to 3. You need to work out which route choice, for example, would be the quickest. You may have different routes that you could take altogether. Just give you 2 options there. That is part of the challenge of orienteering, to get to the control as quick as possible in the shortest and the easiest possible time. And lastly, you're probably looking for where the finish is. Well, that's always where the double circle is, where the 2 arrows come down. Apart from that, you really should be able to get yourself started on this course. So all that's left to say is let's see how Mr. Hardman gets on. Okay, as you can see, Mr. Hardman's now all ready to start. He needs to scan the QR code in that starts the course. That's when the timer starts. And at that point then, Mr. Hardman will run to his first checkpoint. You ready to start the course, Mr. Hardman?
Wait there, let me just find where we are. Okay, so there's the start and point 1. Okay, yeah, I'm getting an idea where I need to go.
So when you're ready, scan that QR code, Mr. Hardman, and get yourself going. There he is. Off he goes. See, Mr. Hardman's coming in. He's going to scan his first checkpoint. So there he is, and he'll get a time. And then he'll look at his map, and off he'll go to his second point. And there is the finale. Mr. Hardman will soon be here, ready to scan, to finish. So he gets his QR code, and he gets his time. What time did you manage to put in there, Mr. Hardman?
41 minutes and 38. Oh
that is so absolutely amazing. Mr. Hardman, how do you feel?
I'm sweating.
It's good fun though, isn't it?
Oh, that was excellent.